Only Iced Coffee was in here in the stream chat. I don't know if he's still here, but he was here in the stream chat, and he's a little angry because he noticed that in particular it was Kevin, but now it looks like there's other people, because this is what happens when you speak up about stuff like this. Basically, he's a little upset because his name has always been Only Iced Coffee or a variation of it, and it looks like people have been trying to basically kind of take his name on YouTube, okay? First of all, just so everyone knows, there's nothing I can do about that. There's no way to prevent someone from using a name on YouTube. Literally on YouTube, you could change your name every 10 seconds, and there's no control over it. That you can do whatever you want, okay? It's not like on Twitch. When you change your name on Twitch, you'd be stuck with that name for like 2-3 months. Here on YouTube, it's like every moment you could change your name to something different, okay? Now, it has always been against the rules on my streams to purposely try to impersonate another person for the purposes of malicious activity. Meaning, for example, if someone used the name DSP Gaming and is trying to act like me and then say fucked up stuff, you're going to get banned from my streams because that's impersonation. You're literally trying to make me look bad, okay? Now, that being said, my friends, I don't want anyone trying to actively impersonate someone else. We've had people on here trying to impersonate other stream members. I mean, in particular, Derek gets impersonators every night. Every time Derek's here, people come in here with exactly his same name and his avatar trying to pretend like they're him and get him in trouble and say dumb shit. Okay? And that's really messed up. It is. It's really messed up that keeps happening. Okay? So I try to put the kibosh on that. I have ways to tell who the real account is and who the fake account is when stuff like that happens. But in regards to someone using a name that's kind of similar to someone else's name, now we're kind of getting into gray area. Now we're kind of getting into, oh my God, now how touchy are we going to be and whatever. Here's my philosophy. So I hope you guys will listen and understand my philosophy when it comes to this. If you're on here trying to actually like insult someone or make someone look bad or literally impersonate someone for malicious purposes, that's against the rules. But that's the extent of how far it's going to go. I'm not going to tell people you can't use this combination of words in your name because someone else has used that particular combination of words in their name before. That's going too far, I feel, and that's being way too strict. And in particular, you know, Only Iced Coffee has used that name for quite some time. That doesn't mean that someone else can't be Only Iced something else. If your name is Only Iced Coffee and you're literally trying to impersonate him word for word, yeah, that's against the rules. That's messed up. You're trying to make the guy look bad, and you're basically trying to act like you're him when you're not. But I don't think that anyone else thinks. Like, for example, right now I'm staring at Only Iced Kevin, Only Iced Nate the Great. What was the other one? Only Iced Coco Trademark. And there's another one there, too. There was like 4 of them in the stream chat. I don't think anyone is looking at those names and saying, oh, that's Only Iced Coffee. No one's doing that, okay? No one. So you have to understand, I have to basically like have a criteria, qualifying criteria for what is moddable and what's not a moddable action. No, I don't think it's a moddable action because someone added in a couple words to their name at all. Now here's the thing. If someone comes in here and their name, I don't know, let's say their name is Only Iced Asshole, and they're like, man, Only Iced Coffee is an insulting dickhead and I hate him. They're banned. That's a ban, you know? But I don't think that's the purpose. I think people are just doing this to, you know, number one, to just kind of a little bit have a razz. And it's a running meme, kind of like how we've had all these memes over the years of people trying to do the same names, the Baby Man Gamings, the Snow Carls, or whatever. What do you get? The Frogs, the Frogga. Everyone was a Frogga for a while, remember? I'm not going to be here and be overly strict or anything like that. So you guys don't have to worry about that. But again, you have to be careful with what you're doing. Do not, and I mean this, do not go outside of the realm of just doing something like that as an homage, or you want to be part of a meme. Do not start insulting other stream chatters or trying to actually impersonate them and act like you're them. That is 100% unacceptable on my streams, okay? So I wanted to clarify this before we start tonight, while everyone was still here, so everyone knows what's going on. Fair enough? That being said, it would be nice if you weren't trying to razz someone. Like, I don't think there's any reason for anyone to have the name Only Iced anything besides Only Iced Coffee, because you're obviously trying to annoy him, right? I mean, listen, he came in here tonight, he complained because he noticed that Kevin earlier was using this name, okay? And he got mad at it. And it's funny because as soon as he did that, I knew what would happen. 10 people changed their name to Only Iced something. That's what happens. The moment you speak up about something like that, oh, bothers him, well, then we're going to all continue to do it. And we're all going to come in, right? That's exactly what happened. So, please don't do it. All right? I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to massively moderate everyone. But at the same time, please understand it's annoying, and now it's already derailing my stream. I just had to talk about it for 5 minutes before I could even start my stream tonight. So let's all try to not be dickheads about it, okay? Okay. Now, first of all, shout-outs and then an update regarding Guardians, and then we're going to jump into YouTubers' life, too. First of all, shout-outs. I received a tip during the break from someone who it appears they were directly trying to support the fact that I am leaving the copywritten music or licensed music on during the Guardians playthrough, because they did not say a word in this tip at all, and it happened blatantly during the break between the streams. I would guess this is someone who's probably watching the Guardians videos and said they wanted to help. So shout out to Andrew, who tipped me during the break. Thank you so much, Andrew, for that, okay? Now, as for people who actually contributed, by the way, good evening, Shuey. Good to see you, and thank you for helping with moderation tonight. The last few nights, we've had no help on the light streams moderating, and then one night was so bad I had to call the moderators, and Swaggins happened to come in and help. So thank you for being here, Shuey, because it's been kind of sparse moderation on the late streams recently, okay? Thank you. Okay, now, Only Iced Coffee did 2 tips tonight, 2 $5 tips. Only Iced Coffee is also trying to help with the fact that this week I'm doing playthroughs where I'm making no ad revenue whatsoever. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate Only Iced Coffee helping me out in that regard, because I do need the help. I'm making no money on videos that normally in November, my YouTube videos would actually be bringing in increased ad revenue and make me a good amount of money outside of what they normally would do. This month, 3 major playthroughs in 1 week will all have licensed music. And they were all going to get claimed. Again, so here's an update on Guardians, because I know you guys want to know. I uploaded parts 4, 5, and 6 of Guardians of the Galaxy today. All 3 of them have been completely claimed. All 3 of them, okay? But, one of them was partially blocked only in New Zealand. Only New Zealand. The song, I think, was the Loverboy song that played during one of the parts. We actually called out, someone said, is that Loverboy? I was like, yeah, it is Loverboy. For some reason, Loverboy is blocked in New Zealand. In New Zealand, if you listen to Loverboy, you immediately become corrupted. And so they've blocked all Loverboy music in New Zealand because they don't want people in the streets, you know, blowing things up and ripping the street signs out and shit. So no Loverboy in New Zealand. But it's only New Zealand. And I looked at it, and New Zealand constitutes less than 1% of my viewership. So I said, should I really sit here and try to edit this video to cut out like 3 minutes of audio for less than 1% of my audience? No. So in regards to today's content of Guardians, it seems all right. Yes, it all got claimed. Yes, I'm making no money on it, but at least most people can watch the videos. So at least that's an improvement from yesterday, where no one could watch part 1. Like 80% of my viewership couldn't see part 1 yesterday. Thank God that didn't happen again today, okay? So, that's the deal. I'm going to keep going with Guardians. We're going to leave the music in, and we're going to see what happens. But I'm sorry to the New Zealanders out there. You can't watch that part because of Loverboy. I'm very sorry that Loverboy has corrupted your country. Okay. So, if you're liking the Grand Theft Auto, wow. If you're liking the Guardians of the Galaxy playthrough, please support it in other means. Whether that means becoming a channel member, tipping, Patreon pledge, whatever it may be, please support it, because I'm getting nothing for that playthrough, okay? That will also continue tomorrow with Forza Horizon 5. That will continue this Thursday with GTA San Andreas. I need support otherwise, okay? All right, so Only Iced Coffee, thank you so much for the tips. I really appreciate the tips. I do. Thank you for making up for the lost ad revenue. And also, thank you to Andrew, who tipped me during the break as well. I really appreciate that, okay? All right, now, let us jump into YouTuber's Life 2. This silly sim game. Oh, my God, look at that. This silly sim game that I played like 2-3 weeks ago and never got back to. Now we're going to resume it today. Okay. Derek, I agree. Now that we're on sub only, you don't get as many harassers. And even when you do, I have a tool to see who's the impersonators and make sure that we get them shut down within just, you know, a few minutes of them being here. So that's a good thing for sure. All right. What the fuck? I missed a super chat? Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I'll resume this in a second. Let's check for that super chat. I didn't even see it. Oh, fuck. Where is it? Down here. It was Kevin, and Kevin did his $2 super chat and said, I have nothing but respect to my dude. All right, thank you, Kevin, for the first super chat of the night. This is what happened now. Everyone is doing only iced coffee, only spiced coffee, only iced ghost, and I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. Don't worry, I'm sure people will change their names back after tonight. Okay, so, Kevin, thank you for the super chat. First super chat of the night.